and it's a beautiful Sunday morning, lovely and crisp, nice breeze going through my mesh jacket, and yes, I've even got gloves on today. So I thought I'd do a brief update on the Gsxr 600, my Corona, my Corona, and I'm loving it. I haven't really been a lot of distance to know whether the stance of it is really going to affect me. Oh, he's ruined that corner. Oh dear. So yes, as I say, I haven't been any sort of distance to find out whether the arse up, head down stance is really going to affect me. But I've done a few playful little commutes, and it's all been rather lovely, like this morning with all them there views that are now hidden by grass. It's the trouble with the countryside, they put trees and bushes in the way of beautiful views. But yes, the bike seems to be running spot on now. It did have the fork seal when it was delivered, fork seal leak when it was delivered, and the bloke said to me it might be a transit thing where they've ratcheted the straps down so tight, any sort of movement was, the oil was right up to the seal sort of thing, and it's just weeped. And funnily enough, it has cured itself. Which is rather lovely, saves me a job. I do check it very regularly because I'm very nervous that it is still leaking. But as I say, it does seem to have cured itself. But I will be keeping an eye on that. Or it's completely run out of oil. But either way, there's no more oil coming out of it, so that's a good thing, maybe? The other downside, my missus noticed when it was delivered that the headlight was pulsing, randomly just pulsing. And so I checked the charge system, and it turns out the regulator rectifier was fucked. Well, I say it was fucked. It was sticking in, oh, this is gravelly. It was sticking in nearly 20 volts into the battery, which isn't very good. .8 volts to be exact. So I had to get another regulator rectifier. This is a new surface, but I can't tell whether that's, yeah, there is a bit of gravel. Just put my foot down, there's definitely a bit of gravel there. Yeah, so it's putting 19.8 volts into the battery, which I possibly didn't notice. Blew the front headlamp as well. So I've had the regulator rectifier to change. I did all the checks on the stator, continuity, resistance, ohms, blah, whatever. Yeah, all the checks that you do. You know, the checks that you do on a stator to check whether it's all right or whether it's bad. And it passed all the checks, so it was good. It is good. And I've replaced the regulator rectifier, and I'm getting 14.15 volts at idle, and about between 14.3 and 14.5 at about 5,000 revs. So that's all well and good. That's all back to normal. Too much effort with your indicating, mate. So I changed the dud headlamp bulb yesterday. So really this is a test ride to see if it explodes again or not. I've got a dodgy right hand indicator at the front there, but I did clump it on the shed door the other day, so I've probably loosened the wires, because sometimes it works and sometimes, there you go, erratic green light. Yeah, front right indicators not happy. So yes, it's not been a smooth transition into my ownership, but it is beautiful now. It is very beautiful now. Oh, what was the other thing? It was running rough. Had a bit of a funny idle. It would just hunt ever so slightly, just miss a beat every now and again. And the first time I went out on it, it was rough down low, sort of below 3,000 revs. And I went home, checked the air filter, which was a little bit black, but nothing really terrible. Anyway, I left that out and went for a ride, and the problem got worse. So yeah, then it was from about 5,000 revs, and it really was dreadful on the idle, and to the point where I pulled out of a junction and the bike nearly died on me. That's how bad that got, and that was very worrying. So I checked, I did I got the heat gun from work, the thermal gun, the temperature sensing gun from work, and put that across the exhaust, and sure enough, number 4 was only getting to half the temperature of the other 3 cylinders. So I pulled the plug on that and swapped it with plug number 3, bolted it all down again, ran it again, and sure enough, cylinder number 3 wasn't getting as hot as the other 3. So definitive diagnosis, bloody spark plug. So yes, dead spark plug. Got some spark plugs, went to Halfords, and they only had 3 of the type that I wanted, and each one was on a different shelf. It was very disorganised, very ridiculous. Anyway, I got 3 spark plugs. I replaced the 2 I'd been messing about with, and the bike is running beautifully now. Absolutely beautiful. As I say, this is 2,000 revs at probably near 30 mile an hour. Picks up nice, no juddering, no coughing. So yes, quite happy with that. Well, not so happy that I've bought a bike that's needed all this work. So I don't know whether the regulator rectifier dying blew the headlamp bulb and for some reason killed plug number 4, but everything has been rectified, especially the rectifier. And as I say, now I'm out and about having a little bit of a play. On this gorgeous Sunday morning. It's about 8:30 in the morning, and it's scheduled to be, not scheduled, forecast to be a bloody hot day. A bloody hotter day than it was yesterday, which was a bloody hot day. So I thought I'd get out a little bit sharpish and enjoy that crisp morning breeze. What the fuck? Go or don't go, don't be silly. Very strange. Very strange. But it looks like a lot of other people have had the same idea, and the majority of them in cars, which isn't very helpful to my cause. But yes, there you go. Brief update. Very much enjoying the cramped, crouching conditions of a super sports motorbike. Even at my age. Oh, go on. Well done. Are you? No, of course not. Of course not. But there you go. Quick update. Well, possibly not as quick as I wanted it to be. But there you go, a brief outline on my Gsxr 600, my Corona, and the troubles and woes I've had with it in the very early stages of ownership. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you again. Ta-ra.